Hey guys, so I wanted to make like a quick video on my personal opinions about, and I don't know if there's like a specific term for it or anything, but I've noticed in the exotical community, especially a lot recently, more so, and this is why I did my video on reverse psychology after all that Chrissy stuff happened with, Exoticals United and whatnot, because that shit was like a psychological mind fuck after you think about like all the aftermath, in my personal opinion, because after that Chrissy stuff happened, a lot of like darker skin or ambiguous or monoracial, whatever, not the stereotypical, exotical, all of these people were treated as if they were supposed to be alienated from the community, or as if like they're self-haters because they choose to identify as exoticals or whatever. And I noticed that that wasn't really a huge topic until Chrissy said, like, y'all got like, dark skinned girls over there, and made it like like you have to pick a side type thing. And that's when I first noticed stuff like this happening. But my personal opinion on it is, and I know the term exoticals was used to just explain anyone that is exotified, but I feel like in our personal community, how we use it is at least someone that has a little bit of black in them some type of way, someone is like a person of color. But another word that people use, that I've noticed people stop using exoticals because we've basically flipped it, but another word that they would use is the word preference. And I find that the word preference, it can be used interchangeably, but I'm pretty sure the preference, what makes it different from exotical, is that preference can be someone of any race. So there's a lot of different YouTube channels that keep track of not even just exotic women with, some type of black background, but just any beautiful woman that happens to have that exotic look, regardless of race. If you know what I mean, like how someone might not even have a black background at all, but they have like a black scent, like an exotic look, whether that's just how they're built or they make themselves look that way, like a Kim Kardashian or something like that. That's like preference, right? So I've noticed that they'll keep track of like these preferences, as they call them, and some of the bad relationships they might be in, and keep track like, oh, preference says she likes black men and now she's a 2-time baby mother, ha ha ha. And I just noticed that, like, just making the connection that the reason why they want exoticals, and I feel like even Exoticals United said that some exoticals were upset that this wasn't an exclusive place for biracial women. I think the reason why people are doing that is a simple tactic. It's called divide and conquer. And I find it funny that a lot of people who could be considered exoticals, or people that are, racially unambiguous, dark-skinned women or whatever, that don't like Exoticals United. And, she's posting all these videos about people discovering, this sphere on the side of the internet and having problems with it. I've noticed that their first argument is, you're not even really an exotical. Like, have you noticed that? Whether it's monoracial or other light-skinned black women, brown-skinned black women saying, oh, you're not an exotical, or dark-skinned, unambiguous black women from Chrissy's side, or the pro-black people saying, oh, well, you hate yourself because you think you're this. Why would you identify with them? And then you have, some exoticals or whatever who feel like if you're not biracial or something, that, or multicultural, multi-ethnic, that you can't identify as that. And I feel like all of that is like some insecure shit, and it's all divide and conquer once you think about it. And the term preference opens me up to that, because when you think about it, when they say preference, they're just talking about any beautiful woman. Like, what even is a preference? Like, that's just any beautiful woman. So I've noticed that a lot, and I find it very genius that Exoticals United chose not to alienate certain people and chose to speak on pretty privileged stuff and decentering men and social climbing, because all of that is a part of the pretty girl lifestyle. And regardless if you have black in you or not, if you are a preference, people are going to treat you a certain way, which is why certain people who may not even identify as exoticals identify with this channel, and identify with her channel, and identify with this community as a whole. So I just find it really funny how certain people want to pick out other members of this community as if they don't deserve to identify how they identify or share their personal experiences. So that's definitely something I caught on to. So it's definitely something that I noticed and wanted to point out that I think is absolutely genius. So thanks again and have a beautiful day.